Top of a new hour. Right now, America Reports is live from the Great American State Fair as the country continues celebrating its 250th birthday. And just short distance from here, the Supreme Court wrapping a term that could have lasting implications for the country, with major rulings on protecting women's sports and upholding birthright citizenship. This is a brand new hour of America Reports. I'm Sandra Smith in our nation's capital with John Robertson. It's so good to spend this time with you.
So good to have you here.
Yeah.
You got to come down more often. We got a lot going on here. You know, there's never anything happening in New York. I'm John Roberts here in Washington. President Trump hailing the court's decision upholding a ban on biological males competing in women's sports, and he's now turning his attention to birthright citizenship after losing at the Supreme Court, now urging Congress to act while arguing that a full constitutional amendment is not necessary.
Well, let's bring in Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry. Governor, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. It is sunny, it is hot, but it is a celebration indeed.
It is wonderful. I mean, it's just unbelievable to see people out here enjoying the city.
Did you stop by the Louisiana?
No, that's where I'm headed next.
Okay, next, you and the First Lady will head there. Okay, so big decisions coming down from the Supreme Court today. Let's start with birthright citizenship and your reaction to that ruling.
Look, I think that this shows exactly why immigration policy is so important. And immigration policy has been broken for decades now, and Congress is the only body capable of fixing that. Look, the president came in, sealed the border, which needed to be done. He's lived up to his promises. Congress seems to not be able to deliver on theirs.
You know, the 14th Amendment was ratified in 1868. And the original intent of it was to confer citizenship, guarantee citizenship. There's those chainsaws we talked about. On the children of slaves who were born in the United States. Nobody could have envisioned back then this whole concept of birth tourism.
Oh, no, but I think, again, I think that the whole issue around birthright citizenship is a symptom, not the actual disease. The disease is a broken immigration policy, which Congress has the ability to fix. With the border sealed and people not coming in illegally, you know, the question is it really that big of an issue if we fix our immigration policy? And so, again, I think it's all on Congress to fix it once and for all, John. Here's the thing. President Trump has delivered on his promise, and again, it's time for the House and the Senate to deliver on theirs.
You know, I was just having a thought. I saw a couple government vehicles. You think that Secretary Duffy decided to stop by the lumberjacking event?
I can have this conversation with those chainsaws. We do it in Louisiana all the time.
Hopefully he didn't fall out of the tree this time.
All right, how about upholding the ban of biological boys in female sports? Obviously, the president touting this as a major win.
Oh, it is an amazing win because the underlying issue here is that there are only two sexes. Right? That's biologically truth. And so, to me, the Supreme Court ended the debate that there are only two sexes, male and female. And having men compete in women's sports undermines everything that Title IX was put for. Look, my mother was a basketball coach. She became a women's basketball coach in high school during DSAG, at a time when women's sports was second class at best. In fact, her girls had to sew their own uniform in home ec when home ec was a class, right? And so think about it. To think what women's sports has come to today, and then how allowing men to compete was undermining that. So this was a nonsense. This was common sense. Yeah. The Supreme Court got it right.
I mean, if you go back to the original language of Title IX in 1972, it was no discrimination on the basis of sex. It didn't say of gender.
Right. Well, I mean, okay.
It's the right move.
It's only two sexes, you know, John. Male, female, it's easy.
Yeah, coming to you from a track and field athlete in the great state of Louisiana, I would never have been able to beat, you know, the top boys.
I did want to say, President Trump said this, though, on Truth Social. He said, big win, the United States Supreme Court just ruled against men playing in women's sports. Wow, that takes this ridiculous situation off the table. It does take it off the table in West Virginia and Idaho, and may take it off the table in 25 other states that are imposing similar bans, like Louisiana. But then there's all those other states that right now are up in the air, and then there's California and there's Maine, which are completely rejecting the notion of keeping biological men out of women's sports.
Well, again, I think the Supreme Court got it right. They said basically it's a states' rights issue to an extent. States that have it are going to attract great women athletes to their states, and those states that don't, their sports are going to go in the toilet. Yeah. I mean, you know, people are just not going to want to compete there. People are not going to watch that. No one wants to sit there and watch a track meet under which great male athletes compete against women athletes as well. Sandra might have been able to beat me, but probably not other track.
You have a great track record of attracting very, very terrific athletes.
A shout out to Lolo Jones, who just reached out the other day. So, America 250, you're running the great state of Louisiana. You just mentioned how you're turning things around. Crime is down in New Orleans. We celebrate that. How are you celebrating America 250, Governor?
Look, we're celebrating America 250 in a number of ways. We actually, the president, last year in the Oval, I asked him to give Louisiana, to loan Louisiana the original Louisiana Purchase. And in April, at the anniversary of the signing of the Louisiana Purchase, the president actually sent to Louisiana the entire Louisiana Purchase, which is pretty cool. It's got this big golden, solid gold locket. And I was like, I hope the president doesn't notice. He might want to put it in the Oval Office. It's beautiful. The actual one signed by Napoleon Bonaparte. And so we put that, it's on exhibit at our nation's capital, at our old state capitol. And of course, we're celebrating like everyone else did. I can remember the bicentennial. I was old enough to remember that. Maybe not you, John, but I was. It was a huge thing for me as a child. And so to come here and to celebrate America 250 is just, it's unbelievable.
Do you know what
I'm old enough to remember the centennial.
Do you know what I think is going to be really cool is that the governor is about to go walk into the state setup for Louisiana.
Yeah, I love it.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I heard on Fox and Friends today that they were telling the story of the Louisiana Purchase document, how beautiful it was and ornate it was because it was crafted in Paris. Yeah. But apparently, things became so wonky between the United States and France over treaties that Bonaparte said, forget putting the gold on it because it's too expensive.
Well, you know, the thing of it was they put this locket, and it was the seal that basically, when they sent it over to the United States, it proved that that was the original one and no one had altered the document. It's pretty interesting. It's an interesting document. I mean, without the document, without that purchase, America doesn't become what America is today. It completely allowed us to fulfill manifest destiny. It increased, doubled the size of the country. So many great states were carved out of Louisiana Purchase, and so
apparently they were given $10 million to buy Louisiana, and they somehow, for $15 million, got the whole half the country.
Oh, let me tell you, it was an unbelievable real estate deal for us.
The best one ever.
You know, when I left LSU, I always said I left my heart in Louisiana. Whenever I hear your accent, it just kind of brings me back to those years.
We always want you back. We trying to get more people to come in and stay in Louisiana.
We got to make a trip down there.
Y'all do.
Good to see you, Governor.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Happy
Governor.
America
Appreciate
250.
Really do appreciate it.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.